My husband's coworker spies on us to verify that he's actually sick. Hubby was very sick. I had to take him to the ER after he passed out from dehydration. On the way, he calls his job to let them know. He gets brought in and is immediately given fluids and meds and is taken back for a CT scan, etc. We find out later that a coworker, who was pissy about being short-handed, took it upon herself to somehow find our address and drive to our apartment to try and check and see if hubby was really sick. She sees our neighbour walking around who vaguely resembles my hubby. She goes back to work and tells his boss that we lied about him being sick, as she saw him at X time, walking around outside perfectly fine. The next morning, the boss calls hubby and lets him know that he's going to be written up for calling out under false pretenses and causing staffing issues. Hubby tells his boss that, firstly, we have proof that we were in the ER at the time the coworker said she saw him, and secondly, he's filing a HR complaint on both the coworker and the manager, as there isn't any rule about why anyone can call out, and why the hell is coworker at our house spying on us? Management starts getting defensive and states that we can give him proof, then he'll excuse it. Hubby says, "Oh, you'll get your proof," and hangs up. He immediately calls HR and lets them know what happened. The next week, an email sent out notifying all employees and management about the law concerning sick time, as well as a separate notification that employees are not allowed to be following, spying on, or otherwise contacting other employees outside the office regarding work, time off, etc. Hubby was called into a meeting with the manager, the department head, and the female employee. The manager and the employee were both absolutely roasted by the department head. The only thing the employee had to say was that the person she saw looked like my hubby, and she was just angry about the situation. And the management's excuse was that the female employee had been there a long time, so he trusted her when she told him. When asked how she got our address, it comes out that the manager lets her use his computer regularly, and she's been privy to other employees' private info for some time. The department head then said that hubby was free to go with his profound apologies. We found out later that the employee was fired and the manager was demoted and moved to a different department. They're definitely sleeping together. Down in the comments, Pepper Pat says, "Did the coworker spy on your husband during the workday when she should have been, working?" Opie responded and said, "She sure did. They work overnight, 6 to 6. We got to the hospital just after 5 PM. She came by just after 6 PM. She should have already been at work."